Hey everybody, I'm Jake Milstein at Critical Insight, and over there, oh, I guess over there is John McPeck. He's at Critical Insight as well. We're a security company, and you're getting this video because somebody thinks you should know about home network safety and security. And it's not because you did anything wrong. It's just like we all need a refresher every now and then. Like I just switched services and got a new router, and I have questions, and I haven't gotten asked John Luke my questions. So here we go. So, John Luke, what do people need to know about home network security?
So for most home networks, especially if you're using your ISP's cable modem or their router, it's really important to make sure you change the password. A lot of times those systems come with very simple passwords like admin admin or admin password, or the passwords are known to the ISP. And so by changing it, you're going to help make sure that you're keeping the perimeter of your network, the outside border of your network, much more secure. The other thing to take a look at on those systems is to make sure that remote management is disabled. What that is a little web page which would be advertised to the internet at large, which would let somebody come in and make changes on your router. Maybe take a look at the security configuration of your network, or maybe see what traffic is going across the internet there. And so by turning off remote management, you just take that option away entirely.
And when you say ISP, that stands for Internet Service Provider, right? Like Cox or Comcast or CenturyLink or, whatever you have, right?
Exactly. Yep.
So, one of the things that, so people get their routers, people get things at home. I know you should change it away from admin, of course, but like, how complex do you need your home password to be? Because I also need to type it into my TV and my Roku and all my devices at home. Well, does it matter how complex it is?
Well, so there's the passwords to log into your router or your gateway. That's like the admin password. And then there's the password that you'd use for joining your wireless network. Neither of those need to be super complex, like if it were the password to your bank account or the password to your company email account. But it is important to make sure that they're not something default or standard, like password or password 123 or something. So you want it to be something that's difficult to guess, something that an attacker wouldn't be able to crack very quickly if malware got on your computer. But you also want it to be something that you can type in fairly frequently. It's also really important to store both of those things in a password manager, which we've got another video on from a couple of weeks ago.
So, and if I have those in my password manager, then I can get to it on my phone and then remember it. So, but the other thing is when I sign up for or when I get my new router, one of the things I always see is I have a choice of a hidden network or a discoverable network. What's the difference and which one should I do?
So the difference between a hidden or a discoverable network is whether you're going to be able to see it from a phone or from your laptop when you're sitting there trying to see what networks are in the area. That doesn't mean that the network's not visible, though. It just means it doesn't come up in that list. So, like in Windows, when you take a look at the list of networks that you can join, or in Macs, when you click the little wireless icon and it shows you all the list, that's whether something's discoverable or not. Now, just because it's not discoverable or just because it's hidden, that doesn't mean that it's not going to be impossible for somebody to crack. And so that's why it's really important to make sure that the wireless network itself has got a good passphrase for the security component of it.
So just hiding it doesn't fix it. Okay.
Nope.
Last question for you here in this rapid fire video. Um, So if I share my home network Wi-Fi password with neighbors and friends and people get on it, I mean, even if somebody who, was an evildoer got on it, like who cares if they're on my Wi-Fi?
Well, that's where things start to become more problematic because their risk now becomes your risk. So if you bring your friend's laptop in and it's now on your network and your friend's laptop has got malware on it, that malware is now going to start sniffing around on your network, trying to look for computers that it can hop onto or devices that it could take advantage of. And so if you've got, for example, a computer that's behind on its software updates or is not running antivirus, or if your smart TV or your smart appliances are running behind on their updates as well, that malware could then start hopping from device to device. And now their bad news is also your bad news. So it's really
Hmm.
important to make sure that not only do you keep your own stuff up to date and protected, but that you're very judicious about what you bring into your network and what devices you let connect up. There are ways that you can use what's called network segmentation to create like a guest wireless network, or you can create another wireless network specifically for work. You could also use another router or another firewall to help create a small subnet that would be just for your work computer or for a computer you do banking transactions on, for example. So there are ways that you can create little carve outs to keep everything safe.
Ooh, that sounds fascinating. We'll save that for another video. Although, if you have questions about it, or you have questions about this or other ideas, email me, jake@criticalinsight.com, and we'll get you some answers. Have an awesome day. Say goodbye, John Luke.
Goodbye, John Luke.
Mm, Well, I'm very sorry, everybody, about the end of this video. Goodbye.